Hey y'all, this is Crystal. Tara.
Hello, hello.
From Crafty Sides Read Some More. We're doing a little video on how to do these worry worms.
Now, what are the worry worms, Crystal?
Well, they're like the little fidgets and the little things that kids play with. And it comes with a little saying. It says, I'm your little worry worm. Keep me near and squeeze me tight. Tell me your worries and everything will be all right. And you can use any kind of yarn, the soft yarn, the stiff yarn, and the colorful and more bright they are. You know, kids will love them. And they have so many different kind of googly eyes. They have the color ones, they have the regular ones, and you can do just, I don't even thought you might even put a tongue on it right there. You know, like a little lizard.
Cute. Yeah.
Like a little lizard. But you can decorate them any type of way you want. But kids just love to play with them and see how they'll kind of spread out. And stretch, and they're just
like a fidget thing. Yeah.
And the little kids love them. They just love them. I have made lots for the school, for the classes, and all my grandkids, they just love them. But they're real easy to make, and we're going to show you how. Now,
it's a little bitty one.
Yeah, we got different sizes. I'm just going to make one, but as I'm going, I'm going to show you how you could make the different sizes of these.
Okay.
And this is what we're going to need. We're going to need googly eyes, which you can use any kind, the colors of the eyelashes. They have so many out there. A crocheting hook, and I think I'm using an H. You can use a G or an H, somewhere along that. Hot glue gun. This is for the googly eyes. This is a tapestry needle, and this is to sew your yarn ends in, so they're not showing. And then of course scissors. So we'll get started. But these are really cute. I'm just using this yarn today, but it doesn't matter. You pick your favorite colors, your favorite themes. Like I said, the brighter, and I even thought the neon and the glow in the dark. The glow in the dark yarn.
That would be neat.
Would that be cool?
I didn't even know they had glow in the dark yarn.
Yeah, you can get glow in the dark, or you could even get a mix to put on it to make it glow in the dark. I've been researching a little bit on that. It's so cute. And
that would be nice.
I may try to do that for all y'all. Just to show you how.
That would be neat.
All right, let's start again. We're going to make a little loop to start our yarn. What I do is put my finger in, loop around, push it through, and you have a little loop. Hope y'all can see that.
Yeah.
We take our yarn needle and put it through our loop. And you do want a little tail, because you want it to be a little length, because you need to be able to tie it and then weave it in. Okay, y'all, this is where you decide how long you want it or how short. You make a big one or a small one. For the long ones, I do 41 of these stitches.
Make
41.
me count.
Now the small, I did the 21. So to do, we wrap around, make sure it's underneath the hook, and pull it through. That's one. Wrap around, pull it through. That's 2, 3, 4, 11, 12.
Okay, I gotta count mine now. 1, 2, I've lost count.
Tara's doing it with me.
4,
41.
How many do I need to do? 21?
21. I'm gonna count these and make sure I got it right. Okay. You can tell by the little loops on the top. That's how you can count it. You can see that. Tara can probably zoom this in. Okay. 1, 2. All right, it's good enough.
All right.
41. Now that looks like it would be really long, but this is gonna curl. See how it's gonna curl? It's gonna curl right around and around. Now for the big one, you can lay this flat and you can see your stitches. That's what it should look like that. See this up close. You should see your stitches like that. Now this is the back side. It looks like there's a stitch in the center. That's not the side you want to crochet in. You want to crochet in the side where it looks flat, and there's a curl at the top and a curl at the bottom. That's your top. That's the one you want to go through. Okay, now the crochet hook is in the very first loop, and then it comes out of a loop. This one right here comes out of this one. Don't go into that one. You skip this one and you go into what you call this. If you count this as 1, the one it's in, then that's 2. Then there's the third one. You go into the third one. Stick your needle through. This is called a single crochet or a half double crochet. For the big ones, you do a half double crochet And for the small ones, you do single. I'm gonna show you how to do a single. For a single, this is how you do the small ones. You just go through the loop, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then you'll have two loops on there. 1, 2. And then you just grab your yarn and pull it through that one. Now that is a single crochet. Now you would put 3 of those in each little loop. So in all 40 of these, you would do 3. That's what makes it curl. So that would be 1. Pull it through, single crochet, 2, needle through, wrap it, pull it through, you have 2 loops, and then you pull it through the 2. Now that's a single crochet, and then you would have 3 in that 1 loop. That's what makes the curls. That's what makes the curls. And you would do that in every little stitch all the way down. That's for the small worms. Now for the big ones, we're going to do a half double crochet. See the difference in the sizes? This one's a lot bigger around. This one's single crochet, and this one's double. That's how you tell the difference. Okay, now for the big worms, we're going to do a half double crochet. For the half double crochet, it's just like the single, except you're going to wrap your yarn first, then go through the loop, wrap your yarn again, and then when you pull off, you have 3 hoops on there. See 3 hoops? 3 hoops. And then you pull it through all 3. Let's try this again. Wrap your yarn, and you're going through the same stitch. You're not going on to the next one. You're going to put 3 in that same, stitch. So you're going to wrap your yarn, go through the hoop, wrap it. See how the hook's going to catch it. It's going to catch it, pull it back through, and then you have 3 hoops on there. 3 hoops. 3 hoops. And you're going to pull it through all 3. Now I'm going to go a little faster. On the very last loop, which is this end here, the very last one, and you're at the very last one, this is going to be where you're going to put your head. So on the very last one, the very first stitch would be a single crochet. Now you've done half double crochet through all these, and it'll still be a single crochet if you're doing the smaller ones too. But we're going to do a single crochet in that last loop, 1. Now for the small ones, you do single crochet all the way around, but this one, and in the same loop, and you have to watch this tail end, because as this little loop gets stretched when you put the stitches in there, this will slide out on you and your stitch will fall. So you have to keep track of this. So if you see it getting shorter, give it a little tug. Okay, now in the head, we're going to do 1 single crochet in the last loop. But like I said, make sure you keep tabs on that little tail, because it will slide out because it's connected to that. Okay, now the rest. For the big ones, we have used half double crochets for the curls. Okay, and that last loop, the very last loop on the end of your row, you put a single crochet to start it. On the big worms, on the small worms, you would do 12 single crochets in the last loop. 12 all in that 1 loop, and then I'll show you how to connect it. But in the big ones, you want 14. You do the single crochet first, and then you want 14 double crochet to make the head a good size for the worm. So for the double crochet, we're going to loop, go through, grab a loop. It's just like the half double crochet, but when you grab the yarn to pull through, you don't pull through all 3 of them. You pull through 2, and then you have 2 left. Then you pull through those last 2. That makes a double crochet. Now I'm going to put 14 of these in this last loop, but make sure you keep track of that little tail of your yarn. Loop over, go through, pull through. You have 3 loops. Grab your loop, pull through 2. That leaves 2. Then pull through those last 2. Now I'm going to do 14 of these. Now when I have 14, and I'm going to go back and do a single crochet as the last one to tie it in. You would have 12, and then 1 at the end to tie it in. Now, to make the head, see how it's open? It's open like this. It's got a division in there, a divided part. Now we're going to connect it. So, if you look over here, Tara, can you see this? You see how it's got the little heart?
Yeah.
That's where you did the single crochet.
Okay.
That's how it dips. That's where you know where to connect it at. Where the dip is, don't go in the one that's the dip, but go in the first big one that's right in front of that. And then You stick it through, you pull this through, grab your yarn, pull it through, and then pull it right on through that one. That is called a slip stitch. And look, now you have your circle for your head. Then you'll clip it off. Make sure you leave a tail. And then I grab the yarn and pull it through there and tighten it. That tightens it off. That stops the head. And then, so nothing comes loose, because this right here, this piece right here, is what will close the hole inside of there. If you want a hole for like a little nose, you can leave it, or you can pull it and make it tight, and it makes it solid. See that? This one in the back, the very beginning of that. And what I do is I swing this from the side to the back.
Yeah.
And I tie the two threads together. That way nothing comes undone.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It will not come loose. I tie it in a knot. See? It's in a knot now. There's nothing going to come loose. And see how this is all tangled up and the curls are not even?
Yeah, I like that.
It will do that. You can leave it that way, or you can just wiggle it around and get it all in one way to where it looks like a, see, look.
Huh.
It's a neat little worm.
Oh, that is cute.
Just working with it. And then I'll take a yarn needle, a tapestry needle, and I like the metal ones because they don't bend. You can use the plastic ones, but they'll bend and break real easy. The metal ones don't. And you just, and it's got this great big eye. So you push your yarn. What I do is I start it first. I take my needle and right around this circle, there's a circle here, and you can see the loops on the back side. This is the front side. See how neat that is? Look, so you can see the ring. This is the neat side. This is the front. You want to go to the back where this is connected, and you can see it's you can tell that it's the back, so it doesn't look as neat. You can see the edges, and on here you can see the difference, how neat that side looks.
Yeah.
And then on the back, okay. I take my needle and I insert it first, and I go around the center loops on the inside. That's the easiest way to get through there. Get as many as you can, put it on there, and then I take my yarn and squeeze it through both of them. It's through the eyes. Then you pull it through. And if you want to go on a little bit further, which I usually do, I'll put my needle back through. Start it first before you put your yarn in. It's so much easier that way. Get it through your loops. See how it's through there? Through the loops. Then put your yarn in the eye and pull it through. That hides your ends. And that little bit that's sticking up, you can keep on weaving it, or I just cut it off. Just make sure you don't cut your good yarn. And there is your crochet worm. All it needs is its eyes.
The googly eye.
Now, you got these googly eyes, and you can do so many different ways. You can do one great big one. Yes, or you can do two. You can do different sizes, or you can take the little ones and do 3 and 4 and make a monster. So see, you can make all these so unique. But I'm just going to use 2 this time, and there we go. Look how cute that is.
That is adorable.
Now that's the big one, and then. See, it's a kind of the yarn too. This yarn was not as thick as that yarn, and look at the size difference.
Oh.
The size difference. That's the same pattern, but the yarn is different. So it's all according to the yarn too.
Wow.
And then for the little one, I used 21 stitches, single crochet, and then for the head, I did 12 half double crochet. So go with it, make your own, and see what you can come up with. And if you don't care, just comment and let us know, and let us see what you got. We'd be real interested in seeing.
Yeah.
And we appreciate y'all joining us. Thank you for being with us. Crafty Sides, Wreaths, and more.
Bye.